Hello, YouTube, and hello, the collective. And I guess for you guys that don't know what the collective is, it's just I've been getting the lingo down on all this stuff. I'm gonna get an energy signature on some of these fields. I was just kind of sitting around binge watching some of my favorite tarot card people. And they seem to always come on when they hear stories about the collective and things. So I did get news from my ancestors that there's some people with missing partners. You know, people that broke up and things like that. Nothing like huge, like the news type thing. And there's been some breakups and some energies have pulled away and came away. But I did get I did get a couple downloads on some collectives, and there was a couple, and it was about a red car. Something about fighting over a red car, and just a lot of stuff going on. I want to say like a divorce type situation over a red car. I mean, if that resonates with you, if not, it's probably for someone else. But I'm just going to get some energy things here for the past, present, and future. Alright, and then I'm going to do some cards also on the people that are in isolation and for the people that aren't in isolation to make it a lot easier to have a more organized reading. So, and I didn't draw anything this time, but just because this isn't from my dreams, I just heard that there's just been somebody fighting over a red car. And animals. Red car and animals for some of you guys. It's almost looks to me like a divorce situation, I guess. I just like to get the energy on the field before I put my Arcadia down. I feel it's, I guess, much easier in a way. So, and I hear from my ancestors that there's somebody, there's some ex that's bothering somebody. I don't know if it's because I'm picking up jealousy from an ex or something. And I guess maybe you're just a little bit too close to the ex. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. That's all I hear. My thing is when I'm out, I'm out. I don't want to be the in between. So maybe if you feel like you're in the in between and you're the ex and there's a current, maybe try to just reassess the situation so it's not so stressful for you. I would just disconnect if you can, because life's too short. You don't want to cause problems in someone's relationship, and just because, let's say somebody left you for someone else, it happens. I guess you got to ask yourself, do you want to be the other woman? You know how it felt when you were cheated on or betrayed. So why do that to the new one? I mean, give the connection a try. I mean, you never know. Maybe they were meant to be, maybe they weren't. Sometimes it's better to let this stuff play out, is what I'm saying. Just don't get your energies just all mixed up and all that. Sometimes some things are better left. Sometimes things better are left best left said done unsaid. It's better just to leave peacefully and just live your life, I guess. Because if you live your life and you have all this unnecessary chaotic energy, what is the point of trying to be peaceful if you gotta do that? Because your life is bigger than a relationship. And I do emphasize that because there's a lot for one to accomplish in one's life. I personally I want to get a pet shelter here where I live. And I want to help out animals and things like that. But there's things that are way more important in life than love situations. And I do totally agree with this. Now, these are just some energy things where I'm getting the piles from the past, present, and future here. And just to get the nice little energy from all this. So we got the energy in our past pile with the Nine of Cups. And we got the King kind of sitting there looking. And we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, we got the Queen and King of Cups together in this one. So we got a Queen and King together. Then we got the Emperor for the past. And the Knight of Swords. And this is just all just to get a nice little energy reflux here. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. And it talks about reaching out and things like that. And then the Knight of Cups. And these are just some nice energies. So, and then Ace of Swords. Another Ace of Swords. There's two. Look at that. And then the Eight of Cups. It's an interesting energy signature for the present. I mean, yeah, for the present. And future paths, if it goes down this way and does no change occurs, we got Three of Pentacles. Then the Star. It's actually a good card, the Star. Then we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. And the Ace of Cups, another Ace of Cups. So that's very interesting. Now we're going to get these Arcanias out. That we will. We're going to start with this. And start getting, now that we got energy signature. It's kind of, I don't know, reminds me of a morbid kind of past here, but we are talking about some breakup situations of people. And I'm even hearing, collective, that even besides this car, there's something about something broke down in the car, something about, I don't know, loss of money. There's just a lot of arguing. A lot of arguing. And somebody's jealous of somebody. They're jealous of someone's ex. I don't know. You know, jealousy happens every day. It really does. I mean, I don't really get jealous of anything. I don't like betrayal when it happens, as I don't like lying, but all the same, I mean, I don't really get jealous. It's just, it is what it is with me. How things resonate is how things resonate these days because life is much bigger. We got to worry about getting our A game, getting our money, living our lives, and things like that. You got to be where you're most authentic. All right. This is here. Just getting all of my thing. I like to do this just to get a good energy field in my arcanias. Okay, all of these are reversed. Very interesting. I heard it's Scorpio season from my friend Traverse over there on Traverse Terra. He's a very good live streamer, that guy. He really is. So, and from what I hear from Traverse, Scorpio season is here, and it's just a lot of like a reflecting thing with being in Scorpio season. So I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, maybe some of you guys do know we're in Scorpio season. I don't know. I just watch a lot of tarot card people. But for the central energy getting for your guys, I have a feeling I'm talking to like, this reading's about a couple collectives. It's more than just one. Let me get my phone going here. Yeah, I feel it's more than just one, so just keep that in mind. And bear with me. But we got the Emperor in reverse. This talks about creative block, dependence on others, lack of self-worth or confidence, and fertility issues. Oh, that's very interesting, my friends. Let's go here. We got the Ten of Pentacles, friends. And this talks about, in the past, recovery, regeneration, over dramatizing, self pity, victim mentality, denial, and avoidance. Because this is the Ten of Swords in reverse for the past. For more than one collective. More than one. So, and we are in Scorpio season, so good news is we're supposed to be going towards spring in a time of abundance. So, according to Traverse, whatever goes stagnant in Scorpio season and stuff like that, you get new love matches and things when the new season comes. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, I'm personally excited over Scorpio season being done, so maybe my new person can come in. I don't know. I manifested it. I put it out there. I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. But for the future path of a couple of people, we got Ace of Pentacles. Is it? No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And this talks about over investment in work. Hustling, lack of confidence, lack of focus. Perfectionism, misdirected activity. And if any of this with any of your people resonates, we'll just go with it. And you know what? Instead of past, present, and future, we're just going to put this one pile, another pile, and another pile because I feel like it's just going for more people than one whenever this reading hits you. So I'm going to do 3 readings on this, on love readings, with these 3 piles of a nice little energy signature going. Alright, we're gonna do, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do pile 1. Okay? We're gonna put this for the people that are in contact with their person. Let's just do that. It seems like some of these tarot card people, they're more organized in all these readings. So we're gonna go with everybody that's in contact with their people. And I'm gonna do that and then go in to no contact and then just put people that are in contact but maybe were ghosted for the third one. Because there's just a lot of stuff coming in. There's even stuff I'm hearing about. I'm hearing something about not picking up the children even. Why didn't he went to go get his girlfriend and didn't pick up the children? I even picked up that. So yeah. Anyways, so let's just move on with this and see how it resonates, okay? So we're going to see if any of these match up with the energy signatures to kind of see where it goes. And I'm picking up on energy now from, and this is from the people that are in contact with the person of interest. Let's just put it that way with my shadow card here. All right, and I got working through fears on this pile. And it's a Scorpio. Surprisingly. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Reminds me of Popeye. Anyways, I got an animal card in that. Let's see what inner emotions are going on, or the outer landscape. Everybody's kind of like working through their fears. I think this was the pile with the contact with red car. Red car. They're fighting over a red car. The car broke down. This red car broke down, and then the car, I guess, they had to go get somebody, and now they're low in money because of the red car. Cars are so expensive. They are. I can't wait till I get all my money in so I could just buy one outright. But anyways, we got play. And this is, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what kind of animal that is, honestly. No, I don't think it is an animal. Alright, I got play here. Let's see what other suggestions we have for the contact pile. Okay, I got play, determination. Let's see what else we got. Energy. And patience. There's some kind of situation going on with some couples. There's one with a red car and another one talking about, I know they're arguing about dishes. I keep hearing dishes. Go, just soak the dishes. I keep hearing about dishes too. It's easier to soak them and then they get cleaner. Then you don't have to be worrying about it if you don't have a dishwasher. But it's a red car in this one. So what I'm getting from here, and we're going to start with this little energy signature all the way here. Alright, we got the 9 of Cups. Alright. And let me couple these cards together. Got the Emperor, the 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Alright. now, here, I got a book on this stuff. Let me see if I find these. I got my books here. Alright. Alright, here, let's see here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna read all about the Nine of Cups to you guys because I'm trying to. I have a very good energy signature about these things, but sometimes, if we were talking science, I would be good with this. I really would be. Alright, the Nine of Cups, it's not in reverse, and this just talks about wishes coming true, contentment, solidation, success, and stuff. So that's good. So that red card can get fixed. And then we got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups should be over here. Alright, I think so. Hang on. Alright. Alright, hang on. There has to be a better thing that isn't so small. Alright, hang on. I just gotta be able to see something like, okay, this is better. Okay. Alright, so we got the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. Alright. Now these three cards, and I'm picking up, I'm going to study these up later, and I'm picking up from these, this is a couple here. It's been kind of, to me, this represents a couple, because it was in the energy set, energy one. Alright, and this couple here, she's kind of like swirling around in confusion, if you see it there. Then we got the Nine of Cups with the guy. And I just feel that with this Emperor here, that these guys, I feel like this was more of a money thing with over here. And a lot of these guys, I feel like it's almost a marriage thing even. I'll pull another arcana on this to see what we get with from there. Because with all those together, I got that in reverse. And then the Nine of Wands comes up right under that energy field. And this talks about exhaustion, giving up, overwhelmed, conflict, avoidance, tension, release, meditation, communication, egotism. There's a lot going on in this dynamic between that Queen and King. So we're going to just say they're coupled by the Emperor. Then we got here, and this is, I want to say, the more the oracle, the shadow side of everybody that is in contact with someone that actually sees the whites of someone's eye. Alright, the shadow side is in the new moon in Scorpio, right for Scorpio season. And anyways, you got the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands together here. We're just going to couple these together and see what we get here for the shadow side of this reading. Alright, let me try to gather up this here. in here. And I know you guys always want to ask, well, what are they doing? And all this stuff here. All right, you got a full moon for the shadow side, and that's with the Ten of Swords and everything else. And this talks about surrendering to the divine, letting past disputes go about that red car, the dishes and stuff. And these are a play on people's energies. We got patience, we got the chameleon. There's impatient people over here. And then you got the energy card, which is good. Everybody's getting replenished with energy. Determination. That's a good one. The fishes. Two fishes looking at each other. And then play. Which some unknown creature, I have no clue what it is. But anyways, what I'm getting from all this, from here, what my ancestors are telling me is there are a lot of conflicts, but there are a lot of people in these. There's a specific group of people that are with their person that are yelling about cheating and this and that. And the couple energy signatures that I picked up from the people that are together, I guess I want to say they're not with anybody, but they may be. I mean, for two of the the one person with the car issue and the other one with the dishes, and they're coming home every day and they're arguing, it's getting close to where they may cheat, and I will say that. So if it's in anybody's mind that someone's cheating, they're not. But it's not good, I guess, to always accuse someone of cheating, because from what my friends tell me, they will. I mean, some people that are, it's not in their nature to cheat. You know, someone keeps telling me and telling them, oh, I'm going to cheat on you. Sometimes they just go ahead and do it. And I guess the question is, do you want them to go and do it? That's the question of the day. All right, and this one is for no contact people right here. All right, we got the Ace of Pentacles here. We got the Knight of Cups, which is fitting because there's no Queen in here. Or, yeah, there's no Queen in here, so I guess I picked the right deck for no contact. All right, so we got the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. And I'm going to put this Arcania over here because we're just going to couple these two together, because this is going to be a person's energy and then the person that's not in contact energy. All right. I'm going to put that there. And then we're going to put an oracle card on top, which I think is funny, because I got the Knight of Swords here representing the runner. And the runner is in the Knight of Cups. It's a desolate land. They're just sitting there with nothing. And the Ace of Pentacles is always has to do with communication. So, and what I think is hilarious, because, and this is just the energy signatures I get before I put my oracle cards down. You also got the Ace of Swords over here with the lady walking away. So, this is with the no contact deck right here. So, let's go with the no contact. With the no contact, I'm sensing misunderstandings. For one, I'm sensing, I do sense cheating. I do sense there's some kind of energy that somebody was fiddling around, in in or I don't know. They just kind of was messing around and they were fighting and all that, and just met somebody, and before they knew it, it happened, and they didn't know what to say, so they ran because hell hath no nothing like a woman scorn. Isn't that the saying? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. All right. All right, representing the runner side here. I have the the High Priestess in reverse. And this talks about repression of intuition, black psychic powers, fertility issue, Mr. Wasted opportunities. Very interesting. I mean, a man or female, this could be a male or female with this card. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Now on the female side, where that woman's walking away like, not today. All right, we got Queen of Swords. Cold-hearted, gossiping, harsh, manipulative, unforgiving, scatterbrained, stubborn, and vindictive. That's probably why she's walking away and y'all in no contact. All right, let's go in deeper in this reading. Let's see what. I guess let's see what the tarot says about all the situation going on here. And there's nobody arguing over dishes here. They don't care who's doing the dishes. I don't think in this pile anybody cares if the other person's eating. That's what I'm picking up. But anyways, let's see. Let's put this here. We got Knight of Wands on your guy's person. If this doesn't resonate, just, I don't know. Maybe it's just not. It's for another collective. I don't know. All right, we got Ten of Cups in reverse. Disharmony, imbalance, failure, emotional disconnect, romantic rejection, relationship breakdown. And we got Knight of Wands. Inspired action, adventure, initiative, ambition, drive, desire, enterprise, fire starter, feisty. And then we got the Chariot. Success, action, determination, motivation, leadership, travel, movement, ambition, and willpower. Well, that's kind of an exciting arcana. Let's see what this says here for some of these runners. And the people that aren't running, the people that said, not today. Not today, Satan, and they walked away. That stubborn queen over there. I like that. I heard a tarot card lady say that. It was so funny. She has this spiritual deck where it's like all the angels, and she always goes, not today, Satan. And she's so funny. I love listening to her. She does a really good job. I think I've subscribed to like half of them. I like to get the language down. All right, let's see here what the oracle opens up here for us. All right, we got, for all you guys in no contact, I got a blue moon, and that talks about believing in impossible things. I mean, I know you guys, half you guys are healing out there like I was, and I'm good now. So, and when you're in that state, you don't want to sit there and hear about it's going to be okay. And then weeks later, you're okay. So, but you did get the blue moon, folks. If you're this lady walking away like not today, Satan, it'll get better in a month. I promise it will. And then you got a new moon eclipse, and this talks about powerful change. And that's good. The moon is reflection, folks. Reflection. Then you have the full moon Sagittarius also, and it talks about looking at bigger pictures. There's a lot of reflection going on in this deck, so let me ask my ancestors. I don't know what advice they have for you guys. And if it resonates, I'm getting one blue eye, one green. Somebody really loves somebody that has one blue eye and one green eye. And then I heard my brown eyed girl. That song. I like that song. Well, that is funny. But yeah, I heard my brown eyed girl. Somebody got brown eyes in this pile. Someone's lusting over someone's brown eyes. Probably one of the runners. Because I want to say everybody that's saying not today, Satan, isn't really thinking about it like that. They're just pissed off. Maybe looking at your social media. Who knows? Trying to spy on you and the new flavor of the week. Who knows? I do feel like there's somebody spying. There is someone spying. There's several people spying. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. There's several people spying. And honestly, I will give the advice. When you go through something like this, just delete all the texts. I deleted every single one of my texts from my phone. As I blocked people that would cause me, and anybody that would disturb my peace, or anything that I would look at that disturbed my peace, I got rid of that too. And honestly, I don't go on Facebook or anything else anymore because I'm, even though I'm healed, I like not having to deal with issues like that in my life. There's just a bit of advice for someone that's just freshly coming off this type of thing with a runner. It's just, and rearrange your house. My God, rearrange the house and start getting new routines. And I promise in a month you'll feel better. You'll be going, not today, Satan, and dancing around your house listening to music. That's usually how it goes. Let me see what my ancestors have for you. Alright, you got alright. Collaborate. Okay. Let's see what's up with these cards for you guys in no contact. Alright. For this believe in the possible, you got consume. And that just means take the energy, get it out of your field. If it's bothering you, just take it, consume it, and get rid of it. Or like they say in the Grim thing, metabolize your negativity and make it something positive. Alright, we got the blue moon there, and we'll draw another one of these oracle cards. Alright, we got. Alright, and this is the Ten of Swords. Alright. And this talks about suggestions, overcoming, the Ten of Swords itself means recovery, regeneration, over dramatizing, self-pity, victim, denial, and avoidance. And consume. What I'm being told, since I don't have these special cards that come and tell me, but I just know in my head from listening to my ancestors yap in my ear. Then instead of consuming everybody's energy and being like an energy vampire, as everybody likes to say on YouTube, or narcissist, to take accountability. I guess that's what they meant with this card. So take it as it goes, but taking accountability will get you out of a tower. And sometimes it'll get rid of some of the bad things going on about, like the negative energies that you got going about a situation. You got to remove blockages that are not good for you, that serve you no purpose. And I have, like, you just got to remove it. If it's going to cause you anxiety or tension, you just got to remove it. You can absolutely live alone. I mean, I wasn't alone for 11 years, and I kind of like living by myself. I don't even think I ever want to live with anybody except for my dog. So that's where I'm at. And then we got reveal. And this, I think this is a, I don't know if this is a board. It's something. It says reveal, and we got here the Four of Pentacles. And this talks about financial security, stability. And there's quality achievement, scarcity, conservationism, control, possessiveness, and boundaries. All right. To you folks with not today Satan people, I would like to, I guess the suggestion here, have a healthy boundaries. Because boundaries is really sticking out to me. Have these healthy boundaries, so if your person comes back or doesn't come back, if you have these boundaries up and they do, be like, hey, we have had our differences, but, and just, and just put the emphasis and be like, but I got my boundaries now. I can't put up with this, that, and the other, that what you did. And I mean, if there's trust issues, I guess if the damage isn't so terrible, maybe try to have a civil conversation. But if you think the situation is so bad that it's going to just overstress you and they're going to bring unnecessary stress to your life, that is a call. I'm not telling you what to do. I would never tell anybody what to do. But I would just maybe entertain the thought of possibly trying to get some kind of peace in your life by just telling them, if it can't be this way, then I'm gonna have to just be by myself and see where it goes from there. You never know. Maybe it could go somewhere, maybe not. Maybe they didn't do enough collateral damage to where it's not terrible. And then we got collaborate. And I want to extend on that and see what advice for that. I'm thinking maybe somebody's out there, a content creator, want, collaborate, do something fun. That's coming to mind. You got Three of Swords on that one. We got heartbreak, betrayal, depression, fears, conflict, delusion, and trauma with collaborate. And then you got look at the bigger picture. With this card, my ancestors are telling me right off the bat, create something. Create something beautiful. Maybe if you're artistic or you just want to do some kind of activity that you never had time. The kids are always in your face. You got to make dinner, do this, do that. Maybe just try to make time to collaborate, to do something that's just you. And maybe if you could do something that's just you, you'd get a lot of stress out and you'd feel better about yourself. Whether that be music or painting or whatever, but like I said, the sadness does not last forever. I promise you it doesn't. I didn't. In November, I thought I was going to be sad for years. I never knew a month later I would feel like my life was handed back to me. Never knew it. That's how fast it can happen. It's like that sometimes. It was like something snapped, and you would think because Christmas is coming and everything, I'd be more depressed. But no, I'm just not. I'm just okay. I'm just like I'm just to the point where it is what it is, and I'm okay with whatever at this point because it just doesn't bother me. And I promise it doesn't seem like you're gonna get through, but you will. And if I can, I know you guys can. I just did another pile. And I feel like this is for another, I don't know, I feel like it's for somebody that needs it. So let's just do this anyways and get my energy signature. I got the star and the three of pentacles for one person. And then I'll pull another arcana out on that one. And I already have one here, so I got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups for the energy signature. And these are two distinct people in here. And this was already with that. So let me pull out another arcana here. We're just going to split it up with two people because it seems like that. Alright. Now, let's get moving with this reading. Anyways, we got the Two of Swords, and this talks about an impasse, avoidance, opposition, facing your fears, being torn between two relationships. Alright, now we got Three of Pentacles and the Star. This is definitely about betrayal, this one. It is definitely about betrayal. This is about a love triangle. Somebody that's in a love triangle. So we'll just leave that pile for whoever's in a love triangle, and I'll read on that. And we got this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Cups, and then the Arcana that I have that goes with this energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, it's two Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This Nine of Pentacles is over investment in work, hustling, lack of confidence, lack of focus, perfectionism, and misdirected activity. Wow. Okay. Where to start? Let's go over here with the person in the two relationships. That, you know what? You've got to have a lot of energy on your hands to handle two lovers because I can't barely handle just my job and my dog half of the time. So, anyways, I mean, I can handle, you know what I mean. I don't, for me, I just can't have all kinds of outside stuff. I've liked being in isolation so long. I don't want to come out of isolation, folks. I don't. I fear being near a bunch of people. I mean, it's one thing with my work family because I've been with them for 11 years now. I don't even think I'm ever going to leave there. I don't know if I do leave there, they'll probably throw me a party and still want me to be PRN. So, but that's a story for another day. Okay, this person with the two relationships. I hope you're eating your breakfast every day. Anyways, you got a gibbous moon. This talks about close to achieving goals. What goals do you have with two women? All right, let's find out what goals this man has or woman. Because this person got a lot going on. And maybe they work too with two women. I don't know. I did take care of a resident once, I'll tell you guys. He had two families and they never knew about each other. And they found out when he finally went to the nursing home because the lady from the other, he was rich, but it was the lady from the other family came, the one that was just the girlfriend, and he just helped raise all the kids. And of course, the one that was legally married got all the money, along with his legal son. And I tell you, they didn't give a damn. He pulled his mom out of an assisted living, put his dad into our assisted living, and brought his mom home. And the man died alone. I will tell you that. He died alone, and I felt bad. I gave him some water in his last breath, and he was grasping onto this cross. And yeah, he did a horrible thing. He literally raised two different families. And in his dying wish, he told me he wanted to keep this cross because his wife gave it to him. So he died holding the cross. So I guess make things right is the whole parable of the story, because you could be that guy holding on to a cross, dying alone one day in a nursing home. And nobody wants that. Nobody. Anyways, let's get some cards here. Let me grab some in here. Got here and here. We'll start with 2. Alright, about your situation. You are in Queen of Wands. And give or take, this doesn't mean you're a woman. You gotta be a woman to have the Queen of Wands. You could be a man and the Queen of Wands. It's just an energy. And it's introverted, reestablished sense of self-esteem, passion project, haste, scattered energy, delays, frustration, doubt. I guess I would too if I had 2 girlfriends or 2 boyfriends. Or a girlfriend and a boyfriend, who knows? It's the new age. Then we got the 8 of Swords. And then imprisonment, and this means of the mind, not literal imprisonment. And then victim mentality, negative thoughts, self-imposed, limitation, lack of clarity, anxiety. My ancestors are just saying to this one to shit or get off the pot. That's what they're saying. They're just saying go one way or the other. You keep going back and forth. You got these 2 women, and you keep going back and forth, and that's it. Lies always catch up to you, friend. They do. And I'm not trying to pass judgment on you because it's not my place. I'm not the light God. I'm just a person. I'm just a person that gives the information. That's what tarot card readers do. We just give the information. So if you want a good, happy life, try to make it right. Come out with the truth first. And if these women or men break up with you, at least you know you told them. Well, obviously you're not together, but at least you got it out there so you could be a better person. Alright. And that's what I got there. Oh, I didn't do the animal deck. Never mind. I got to give you an animal here. for some more suggestions for this person with two relationships going on here at the same time. It's crazy. I don't know how you have the energy for all this. All right, your suggestions. Okay, you got provide. Provide and consume. I guess you got to consume. We'll go with 3 because and play. All right, I guess try to find your inner child and try to provide for if you got a family or provide for yourself, however you want to take it. And consume the day. Consume the day of the energy and try to do something fun for yourself. That's what I got for the guy or girl that has these 2 ongoing relationships. All right, and then for the next pile, I guess we're doing 2 separate readings. We got that 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups. And this, like I said, that lady just was walking away. Well, no, she's upside down. This is another one. That was the other reading. Anywho, we got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Overinvestment in work, hustle, and lack of confidence, lack of focus, perfectionism, misdirected activity. Okay, you're in work, you're hustling. Your shadow card is a full moon of Virgo. And you don't have to be a Virgo to get one of these. It just talks about having low self-esteem. And I want to say it's due to some trauma, wound, and this one I don't think has a lot to do with love. It does, but it doesn't. This one I just think that they're having troubles because they have shadow wounds. They keep repeating cycles with people and things like that. That's what I'm picking up. So if you're conscious of these cycles and you don't, or if you don't know if you are or not, just to be vigilant, maybe start watching some videos on repeating bad cycles. If you watch some videos on repeating bad cycles and learn from the experience, you won't do it again. I mean, I'm not repeating a bad cycle again. That's what I know. I mean, if you know somebody's in and out of your life, cheating on you, coming back, they're most likely going to do a pattern because they're going to say, I could cheat on her, and then she'll take me back, and then I get my fix, and I'm just going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. You got to put a stop to it. You got to have self-respect, and every once in a while, just put a stop to things like that. Because none of that's good for you. Alright, now we got over here. Oh, this is good. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And this says a turning point, luck, opportunity, expansion, generosity, change, movement, and balance. That's really good. Whoever this is here. Yeah. This collective, I think, got a really good one. And then they're at work all the time. They got low self-esteem, but they're trying to keep that money going. Alright, you got that Wheel of Fortune. And then you got the 8 of Cups in reverse. And that's talking about stagnation, metonymy, accepting your lot, lack of self-awareness, lack of emotional maturity. I guess maybe just try to be more mindful of how you treat others. because you got this Wheel of Fortune card, and it would be terrible if you wronged a bunch of people and didn't apologize, and all your fortune, the fortune truck passed you by, said bye, and beeped at you. You didn't get in, and it left. I mean, that's what I'm getting from it. I don't know. These are the things like the ice cream guy when he comes to your neighborhood and you gotta flag down the ice cream truck and get $1 from your parents, $1 or two to get some ice cream. I used to do that all the time when I was younger. I think they still have ice cream trucks out. It was good times back then. Alright. And then, oh, you got the shark in this reading. Alright, well, this person in here, my friend that's working a lot, that did get the Wheel of Fortune, you got a shark. A shark represents there's somebody holding you down in this pile. Whoever, whatever collective's here, you're at work all the time, you're worried, you got all this anxiety, and you got a shark in the pile. You know, it could be an energy vampire, somebody that's just blocking you from being your better self. Then you got inspire. You got the little bird, inspire, like a little muse. And then collaborate. This has to do with creative projects such as music, art of some sort. I'm picking up. And remove your blockages. Get rid of them. Just tell that shark to go away. Go shark baby. What is it? Shark baby. Shark do 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 baby. Shark do 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 baby. Tell the shark to go away. That's what I would do. I know it's easier said than done. People say that, but sometimes if you don't do it, the universe does it for you, folks. And I ended up doing 4 readings, so I'll probably do a couple more timeless readings for you guys. And if these resonated with you now, then they were yours. If they didn't, maybe look at another time, and maybe they'll make sense later on. Sometimes these things make sense when you look at them later on. Sometimes they go on different timelines. It just, for some reason, my ancestors want me to put together these piles, and things came in my head. So I figure I do a little taping. And you guys have a great day. I find you guys amazing. I do. Because I started on a YouTuber as just being a dog walker, and look how far I've gotten. I went from a dog walker to doing different kinds of activities. That's the great thing about YouTube. You could be anything you want to be. You don't have to pay $100,000 to go to college to do it. So, you guys have a great day. I appreciate all you guys. I do. Me and Buddha back here. I brought Buddha back here now with all the crystals. I thought it would be nice for this segment. And I love all you guys, and I'll probably be doing a video in the morning because I just like making videos. And I will see you tomorrow for the collective reading. Have a great day.